My name is Jake. I'm a 36-year-old single man. Ever since I graduated from an elite private college, I've been working at the same company. My workplace is a major corporation with excellent benefits and a generous salary. I'm currently holding a manager position, and I'm truly grateful for it. I want to continue working with dedication and love for my company. Some hear my title and say, "You must be popular with the ladies," but in reality, I've never had a girlfriend my entire life. Honestly, I've always admired women and longed for marriage. But after an incident 20 years ago, I've been hesitant about love. I really like you, Jake. Will you go out with me? At 16, I was called behind the school by a girl I liked, and she confessed her feelings. I felt on top of the world hearing those words. I couldn't believe such a cute girl liked me. Shaking with joy, I responded with a big smile. "Oh, thank you. I've always liked you too. Yes, let's date." But the next moment, I felt like I was thrown from heaven to hell. Gotcha. Prank successful. This is hilarious. Suddenly, a group of other girls appeared from behind the school. The moment I heard the word of prank, everything became clear. This confession was just a prank. Seriously, spare me. Even as a joke, confessing to Jake is so creepy. She said this, looking truly disgusted. Her words froze me in shock. Ignoring my reaction, the girls laughed so hard. It must have been hilarious for them to prank a plain and unimpressive guy like me. This became a popular joke at school, and I was the butt of everyone's laughter. It might have been a fun story for everyone else, but it deeply hurt me. That incident left a deep scar on my heart, and even 20 years later, the trauma from that time still torments me. My coworkers, concerned about me, tried setting up group dates and introducing me to women. But in the end, none of it ever worked out. Even when I finally had a woman in front of me, the shock of that day came back to haunt me, and I was unable to express my feelings properly. I always felt that if I said something, I'd just be ridiculed again. Of course, I know this is just me being paranoid, and I'm probably overthinking things. Nevertheless, it was still difficult to regain confidence once lost. I guess love just isn't for me. I've tried telling myself this, thinking I should just give up on everything. But the recent death of my father made me rethink my family again. Apparently, my father had always been worried about my future. If someone wasn't interested in relationships, or if they were committed bachelors, then there's probably no need to force marriage. But if deep down I wanted to start a family, then maybe I should give it another shot to avoid any regrets. Just as I was contemplating this, my mom suggested arranged dating. Our family, partly because my grandfather was a town council chairman, was regarded as a respected land-owning family in the community. This might be why such a proposal came my way. "Jake, would you consider going on a matchmaking date? We got an invitation from a relative." I felt as if someone had seen right through my heart, and I was taken aback. Maybe my dad up in heaven arranged this because he's worried about me. That's how I chose to interpret it. "Thank you, yeah, I'll give it a shot." My mom seemed surprised by my response, not expecting me to agree. But at the same time, she looked pleased and enthusiastically helped me prepare for the date. And so, the day of the date came. I met the woman in a hotel lounge. Hi, I'm Jake. Facing my date, a lady named Emily. I was incredibly nervous. Not just because I'm not great with women, but also because Emily turned out to be even more stunning than I had imagined. "Nice to meet you, I'm Emily." Judging by Emily's reaction, my fears were confirmed. She looked at me with an uninterested, expressionless face. But I guess that's to be expected. From what I heard, Emily is the daughter of the president of a listed company, She currently works as a full-time employee at her father's company. It's hard to imagine that a beautiful woman like her, who's also a CEO's daughter, would find someone like me suitable. I'm not what you'd call handsome, nor am I particularly witty or interesting. My job at a major company probably doesn't impress her, given her background. It's clear from Emily's expression that she's not too interested. Well, it's really nice out today, isn't it? Yes, it's a clear sky. Still, I tried to lighten the mood by making small talk about things like the weather. Even if it wasn't all that entertaining, Emily responded without ignoring me, always with politeness. Just as you'd expect from a CEO's daughter. No matter how mundane the conversation was, she was thoroughly polite. However, the more beautiful and polite Emily was, the more downhearted I felt. This date is a total bust. An hour into the date, I took the check and said, "Thank you for today," to Emily. It was fun. Hope we can meet again. Emily said this too, but it was probably just being nice. I kept stumbling over my words, and Emily's reactions seemed distant. It was hard to say we had a fun chat. "Jake, how was the matchmaking date?" After the date, the matchmaker asked me this, and I shared my honest feelings. Emily is absolutely stunning, way too good for someone like me, but I'm not great at conversation, and it seemed she didn't enjoy herself. I think we're not a match. Really? Emily said she had a good time. The matchmaker mentioned this, but it was likely just a polite gesture. In reality, I hadn't heard from Emily since, and there's been no progress. Love just isn't meant for me. I thought I'd never see Emily again, but later, I'd have a surprising reunion with her. Starting today, a new employee has been assigned to our department. I hope we can all help each other to train her. Director Steve mentioned this while introducing the new employee, and to my surprise, it was Emily. I was taken aback by this unexpected development. Why on earth would the CEO's daughter transfer to our company? My name is Emily Smith. I'm sure I might cause some inconvenience as I'm still learning, but I kindly ask for your guidance. Saying this, Emily gave a respectful nod. The male employees seemed to be heartened by the fact that she was quite beautiful. However, I was overwhelmed with anxiety, almost panicking. At the failed matchmaking event, I'm sure Emily had formed a negative impression of me. Working in the same department now, what was I supposed to do? But, to my astonishment, Emily approached me during lunch break. "Hi, Jake. It's been a while." Even though I thought our relationship ended after that awkward date, seeing Emily again made my heart race uncontrollably. She was that captivating. But I tried to keep a straight face, not letting her notice my feelings. "Oh, hi Emily. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I'd see you here at this company." "Yes, about that. Actually, my father asked me to get some hands-on experience. As you can see, I'm not the best at communicating, so he told me to train at another company." Wow, I was shocked hearing Emily's confession. Honestly, I thought I'd never see her again. And to think I'd end up working at the same company like this. That matchmaking date didn't go well at all, and just being with me must have been quite the ordeal for Emily. And yet, she came to this company for training. Her father must be quite strict, I guess. While I was still grappling with my feelings, Emily, with her ever-calm demeanor, continued to explain. "It was a decision made between my father and the company. Only you are aware of this situation to ensure the other employees don't feel uneasy or obliged. So, please keep this between us. I understand. I'm nervous about this new environment, but if you are here, I feel reassured. I hope we can get along well from now on." Saying that, Emily gave an awkward smile and went back to her work. Even now, despite Emily's polite manner of speaking, she was giving off a distant and cold impression. I had the feeling that she might have forced herself to talk to me.